to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, my action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me last.
20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Nothing like the fan. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Mike, what? 20. Here we go,
Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Defensively, here are the starters for Carolina. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, watch it, watch it.
C.J. Anderson with him. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check it back. 54. Shit. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch the safety creep.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Bones, 20 points down, he's coming. Shoot. Wide, get wide. Alert flare. Safe.
This is Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And, Charles, now we get our first look at this offense.
And one guy you have to look at in particular is Kyle Long. Can play guard or tackle with a nice degree of nastiness.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slip. Echo. 24. Mike's 50.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Football, so I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Gone. He completes it to Tate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he shifts past him, and he works free. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Gone. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 72 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Panthers will get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 37. Check 37.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Tighten up. Hey, 59, 54.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Grant. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
At the Redskins.
59. 24. Check. Lucky. 54 is down. He's coming. Down, let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
At 31. Our time. It's our time. Go, Mike. 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. 54. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. A gain of 3, second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets...
Watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now gone. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's got Jack Doyle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From the red zone now. Gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Goff completes it to Lee. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. To the air again. Goff taken in by the tight end Doyle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is gone. He's got his man. This is Tate. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just...
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Redskins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think.
And he can't can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the low. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson escaping the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Alert.
From the 50, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Slam. Quick dance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right? A tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Kill.
The catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now gone. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go back to Grant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This is Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watson now to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The give to Anderson here out of the gun. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Mike's 50, Mike's hustle. Mike 31. Check it out,
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. C.J. Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff in the offense. Down 14-7. A minute 13 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now gone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Let's go, baby.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We got 4. Alert! Slam!
Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He completes it to Tate. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returning is Peppers. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too? Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Motion! And go!
They'll run on first down. Grant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And again, looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the...